Cole Jackson back here on Two Guys Watching Football, where we're diving into the film room, the tale of the tape, brought to you by Russell Street Report, courtesy of DNL Tinting. Go check them out for all of your tinting needs. We're going to talk about a very exciting topic. The Baltimore Ravens finally closed down the game, and so we're going to go through the last two drives where the run game. We're actually going to start with the pass here, but the run game really got it done. If you guys are looking forward to this, if you guys are fired up that the Ravens finally closed out an opponent after so many heartbreaking losses in the last couple of years, hit that like button, hit subscribe if you guys are new here, and of course, be sure to check out DNL Tinting. Huge thanks for sponsoring the video. So we're going to start here on 3rd and 4, and I just tweeted about this, but super gutsy performance by Anthony Brown. I mean, his first NFL start, he starts literally on the 1-yard line at Heinz Field against rival Pittsburgh Steelers, and I mean, talk about a perfect game manager. Didn't have to throw the ball a ton, but when he did, he did a good job, and so that's actually what we're going to start here. Let's run it through. So context here: we're 3rd and 4 on the last drive that led to the field goal that put the Ravens up to, it would have been 16-7, making it a 2-score game. So this is a huge play. They're at midfield. They're not in field goal territory. The drive's over here if they don't score. And then the Steelers are driving to make it 14-13. So let's check it out. So you're going to get Andrews there on a little hitch. And then he takes for some yak. Let's watch it again. Boom. Takes it for some yak. All right. So let's look at what's going on here in the play. Let's pop up the play controls. So you're going to basically get, they're in, this would be 11 personnel. You got Andrews here in the slot, Prochet in the outside slot, Duvernay, Robinson up top, and then obviously the running back. So you're going to get basically a clear out route from Duvernay. You're going to get a quick out from Prochet and the hitch here. And so obviously check one, or read one's going to Andrews. Read two is probably going to be that quick out. And then read 3 would probably be a check down. So let's run it through and see what happens. Andrew reaches the top. And the real impressive thing here is how Anthony Brown zips this ball in. Like that. He threw that ball with purpose. Look at, bam. And hits it outside like the ball placement too. Let's get back to where he's about to catch it. He hits Andrews right on the outside shoulder. DB's playing inside leverage. He was inside here, hits him on that outside shoulder. That allows Andrews to turn and also drag for an extra 1, 2, 3, almost 5 yards. So just really impressive work there to get that first down, keep the chains moving, and keep this drive going. So now we get up to, I believe this is the very next play. So we're 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 46, and Dobbins is going to do what he did so well in this game, and that's run for some chunk yards. So you guys will remember we talked about this on the last week's video. So this is obviously outside zone. So play art, pretty simple stuff. You're going to get the whole offensive line. I won't drive them all, but they're all taking that hard right scoop step. And we talked about it last week. Watch the backside players. So you're going to get Stanley and Powers, your left guard, left tackle. And remember we were talking quite a bit about using that backside leverage. And so really good example here. Stanley actually runs with Hayward, and J.K. Dobbins just makes a beautiful cut. He sees everything getting stacked up. You can see it right here. Ricard actually ends up missing his man, and he just rides those backside defenders. You get a heck of a seal block here from Josh Oliver, and look at just taking his guy, creating that space. But it was really Stanley being athletic enough. Hayward starts here as kind of a 4-eye tech. He's able to track him down and keep running laterally with him, and basically take him out of the play. Hayward doesn't have the change of direction when Dobbins makes that cut. And you see obviously Powers here turning his guy back inside. And this is just really good work on the backside for them to seal. So I guess part of the reason that I want to look at here is why would they seal? So you're going to get, let's get it forward here a little bit. At this point, they're not going to make, based on, like, you have Powers going for Bush, you have Oliver backside. There's no play to be made on the front side here. So the only play that they could possibly make is a seal block in case there is a cutback. It also prevents them from flowing to the play later. So you'll see Powers right here, navigate, get that hand inside, and he has this outside hand ready to clasp and seal. Oliver's doing the exact same thing. So if you're backside, you have nothing to do front side, seal your guy because they can't chase down the play. And if there is a cutback, they're not going to be able to make a play on it. So just beautiful work on the backside. Fits really well with what we talked about in the outside zone video last week. Now we're right at 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 32. We're already in Tucker territory, so we're feeling really good. And then Dobbins is going to take it for another 6 here. And this is going to be that counter read play that we've seen the Ravens run, and it just gets blocked up perfectly on the front side. So we're calling it counter read because the blockers are coming this way, but the handoff is on this side. So that's what the counter is. There's no kind of counter step like you usually see on counter plays, but this being a handoff to the right or to the left side of the QB with the intention of going to the opposite side is what makes it a counter. So you'll see right there, handoff, and then the key blocks made on the play side. Let's get it paused up here. Let's go back here for a second. So the guy that makes this play work, and you can kind of see the linebackers flow. You're going to see Jack and Bush, they're going to flow heavy left, and that works out in the Ravens' favor, but it's really Morgan Moses that hits this and climbs up. So see how he hits that, and then as Bush jumps, Oliver's able to climb to his inside shoulder, and Moses is able to pass off and get into Bush and seal those linebackers. And so right there you got, look at that, leverage, inside leverage, inside leverage. Ricard's going to carry on to the kick-out block. So those two linebackers who started here and here, they're going to both come left. They hit their cut or their seal blocks, creates this beautiful path into the safety for the Ravens. So just beautiful blocks. Look at Moses. Look at Oliver. Like, that's what you want on this. Moses is taking out a couple guys here. Oliver's taking care of his guy. He's got that inside leverage, and then that creates a nice opening, gets that 6 yards. Huge on first down to be getting 6 yards to start that off. Again, it keeps you 2nd and 4. Your play calling is still very open. You don't have to rely on a pass like we saw earlier. We don't want to put our quarterback in those situations. We want to keep burning clock. We want to keep the thing going. So beautiful work there. And then we're going to get a nice duo play here out of the eye. It's going to be in it's duo, so let's pause it up here. So, oh, wait, hold on. I'm using VLC this time around and struggling with the... So you're going to get duo blocks from Oliver and Moses, and then a duo block from Cologne and from Linderbaum. And so the gap's going to come through right here. They're going to take care of their men, run nice little duo concept. And just nice adjustment by Gus Edwards to kind of find that open space. So again, we're 2nd and 4. We're trying to keep the chains moving, and this is just a really nice play. So you're going to get you get one double team here, one double team here. You got Ricard as your lead blocker. This gap isn't quite open. He cuts it outside of Oliver. Gus just follows him. Right there's the jump, and they just get it done. But really, it's those double teams right at the point of attack, just moving 92 off the ball, taking care of business. So now we get into around play 5 of this video. So we're going to actually, I did a terrible job cutting that play up, but we've kicked the field goal. Pittsburgh scored. It's 16-14. So this is going to be the 6-yard gain on 1st and 10 on the Baltimore 21. So this is when we run out the clock. They're going to run counter read again. Blockers going this way, handoff on this side of the ball. And it's really these blocks at the point of contact. You got, I believe that's Ricard. You got Stanley hitting those seal blocks. And then Gus Edwards just following Morgan Moses. And love the block. Morgan Moses made some key blocks here. Watch as Moses comes around. Cologne making a good block there too. And they both just kind of double up Devin Bush, and he just runs through contact. So that gets you 6 yards off the rip. On the next play, Gus went for 1, so we're at 3rd and 3 on this current play. First down seals it. First down gets you to the 2-minute warning, and then they kneel it out. So this was the play of the game. You got Gus here in shotgun. You got Patrick Ricard in here at the tight end spot. You got Mark Andrews split out. What happens? Let's see. Just a very unique play. They fake the sweep, and so a lot of good points were made. The way the Ravens run sweep with Duvernay, so Duvernay is going to motion this way, and you don't typically see him get the ball on a sweep with the running back on the weak side. My guy, A22 Films, made that point, and so he was surprised that the Steelers kind of played it on the play side like this because they kind of reacted to Duvernay coming across, but they also put that play on tape three times last game. As soon as they see Duvernay in motion, they want to be protected against that. It also opens the possibility of power read, so that's where Duvernay would come across as an option here, and Brown keeps it on the dive. So I thought the Ravens did a really good job here of going off tendency. And so you can see, let's look at it here. So you see Bush has already jumped the gap here, right? He started over here and he's jumped over to the left side gap. You have all three defenders here, including Watt, going outside because he's trying to set that edge if it's the sweep. So if the sweep's coming this way, that's not how you want to lose the game. So that opens up the handoff here to Edwards, and like just really good play calling. And then Edwards just follows his blocks. You're going to see Powers pulling here. You got Cologne hitting a key down block. And there's that seal block by Ben Powers. And Gus just has to run through his gap. Really good work by Cologne here to get some movement on the linebacker. And boom, 3 yards, Ravens win. So, that's how the Ravens took care of business and sealed this one.